Hey guys, it's your favorite gold miner prospector and geologist, Jeff Williams. I get a lot of requests in the comments section.
We want to know all about your drift mine, why you started digging there, how long it took you to get this far, and how big is the drift mine?
I know, enough jaw jacking, Jeff. Let's get into seeing how big that drift mine is. You see the lagging? We got the lagging held together with these old threads here. And I got lagging holding back all the rock and dirt trying to come in. That shows our underground workings, and you get an idea of how much digging we've been doing. Started the shaft here, and we went down through 20 feet of this soft alluvium. Then we got down here to the bedrock, and we started to drift along the top of it. And as we did so, we started to go down as well. And of course, our tag in and tag out board right there. Now you can see that the workings down here are significantly smaller, because when we started drift mining in here, we didn't know if we were going to hit anything significant. So we didn't want to spend a ton of money in an exploratory when there's nothing to pay off for it. Now the first question we always get is, Jeff, why did you decide to dig where you dug? We did a lot of research, about 2 years worth, before we actually sunk a shaft. Look how loose that is. See that snake skin in there? That means there's a rattlesnake around here somewhere. Oh yeah, look at that little snake right there. See him? I don't know if you can see that snake right there. What are you doing in there, Sonny Jim?
We're getting gold. We're trying to find big gold underneath big rocks.
And that dirt gets nice and red. You see that?
That's the next bucket.
Gravel look good, Kimosabe. Me think I'm digging here. We didn't have rails back then. All we could afford was this conduit tubing. There's one of our old skip cars right there. You see that? And this is what we were hauling buckets around on. See that? It's using skateboard wheels on it. Pretty cool, huh? I don't know if you can see that, but there's the skateboard wheels, and then there's another set of wheels here that go down this track. Now the way it would work is we'd put 5-gallon buckets on that, and we'd ride it up and down the incline shaft. And back in those days, 5-gallon buckets was all we could do, and it was incredibly laborious. Can you imagine how many 5-gallon buckets it takes to drop a shaft and an incline shaft? Thousands upon thousands. I'm gonna fire up the generators. I'm gonna get all the power started up here in the old drift, and I'm gonna show you how it works. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, so much nicer when you got power down here, huh? Everything's lit up so nice. Yeah, look at that haulage drift. Not bad, huh? Yeah, much nicer down here when you got a bunch of light, huh? Not so spooky, huh? Because you don't know what's crawling around down here. But I'm not going to do anything until you smash that like button. Smash it hard! Couple of Slim's hands. Look at all these dead bugs down there. Look at them all. Yeah, that means something's been eating them, huh? That means something's been eating them. Real. Like that, a big spider. And there's our old winch system right there. That's how we get the tram car to go up and down the track. And there's the shaft that goes to the surface. So you just work your control, and it moves the skip car. Ooh, I'm feeling a bit nostalgic right now. Am I glad I made the drift taller? Because man, working on your knees will kill you. But that is twice the amount of muck you gotta move out. Yeah, I know, stop jaw jacking, Jeff. We wanna see that skip car in action. I'm working on it. It don't get any easier than that. Yeah, them were the glory days, baby. All right, let's get down there and get that slusher to fill it up. And these are the control levers to open and close your gates to fill them buckets up. You see how they're connected? There's two. See how it works? Just fills those buckets right up. And these are my controls for the slusher bucket. You see that? Now, I don't have a lot of dirt down here to muck up. I got some still left inside of the top of the ore bin, or the hopper. There goes my light, and then all your material can go down inside, except my light. I need that light. See that? Then it just dumps into those buckets. It's really easy. There's the cave system that we believe connects in with Cocoa Weave.
Heading east on Bailey Road, drivers will pass by the blue and white beacons signaling the way to Cocoa Weave. Located about 3 miles down a series of dirt roads, it is here where the larger-than-life legend continues to play out, captivating treasure hunters, hungry investors, and curious thrill seekers. As mentioned earlier, extensive cave systems do exist throughout the Mojave Desert. Mitchell Caverns features a trio of immense limestone caves with spectacular teen draperies, stalactites, stalagmites, and other wondrous subterranean mineral formations. Cocoa Weave Peak, in its own right, has 3 considerable near-vertical caverns named Cocoa Weave, Crystal, and King Sabi.
As far as what his relatives tell us.
He decided to return to the cave and set off 2 explosions to seal the natural entrance. If Dora's affidavit is correct, if there is a large cavern system inside Cocoa Weave.
There's all the little pocket caves. Look at that. What do you think that is, huh? I don't know what that is. They're growing along the side here, too. See that? I don't know what that is. And it looks like water's been seeping in here. Something's growing out of the rock, though. See that? I'm a little freaked out about that, so we're gonna leave. And then when they're full, you just come back up here to the winch, hoist it up, the ring, and then it goes up these tracks, and then it goes up to the surface via that shaft. I'll show you. And you see I got a little track down there for them to sit on so it doesn't come off. And you just bring it on up, baby. Come on, get on up to the shaft, baby. Well, it took us years to advance this far, doing it with the 5-gallon buckets, because, whoo, man, that'll test your metal. I'd say it took, what, maybe 4 years to cut this drift and then drive that incline and get back to where we were in the very back? Well, I said, the heck with that. So right about here, we decided to increase the height of our drifts. I know it's gonna be a lot more muck, but I got tired of digging on my knees, you know what I'm saying? And I even got my wife down here to help me, too. Come on, sweetie pie, get in here. Here she comes, Miss America. Are you ready to muck? You got your mucking pants on?
Yes.
Because you're gonna muck them right off. What do you think, sweetie? 1.5 tons?
Wow. Oh my God, it's hot.
Body's hot. It's so hot. It's so hot, my body. Ooh. That makes you wonder how the old timers did it at the Comstock load. You want me to sing while you're digging? Swing low, swing chariot, come and take me home. There you go. That's you won't say that after 8 hours of doing that.
I know for now.
Yeah, look at that girl. She's swinging a 50-pounder. I think you got your jackhammer in too far. So now you're going to have to dig the jackhammer out. So you got to take the little red one to dig the blue one out.
Oh my God.
Foreman's coming. Hurry. Look busy. Did you hear that? I bust my knee on one of these ties and she's back there laughing at me. Does it hurt? Then it took another year, almost 2 years to cut this drift. And this one is only about maybe 60, 70 feet long. But man, we were cutting through some hard material. Wasn't sure if we were gonna get through without blasting. Oh yeah. Yeah, fractured that rock up real good. Look at that. And then we hit a patch right here of soft material. So we had to timber it up. And that was a lot of fun. Then we're driving an incline here because we noticed that the caliche beds were not that thick and that they're not the true false bedrock. You can see a lot of the rock, the river rock down there, they're rounded, it's getting bigger. And once again, it's that combination. I've got limestone and I've got sandstone. All right, so right now we've come down this drift and we're right about there. Then we start to bank to the right down to this section here, and this is where we found the Chinese drift. You can see we had to pull up a lot of the track, and that's our old skip car right there because we're starting to dig the bottom out so we can connect up with the old Chinese drift. Use it as a haulage shaft. All right, you guys have seen this. There's the drift on the bottom, and that's on an old river channel because the rock, the caliche, is actually rounded and smooth. Look how smooth that caliche is. It's all rounded. And you can see this red band right here that's sitting on top of this. And that's where we're finding the gold. See that nice red zone? We found a couple nuggets down in there. It's super dark. Look at that. Perfect for gold. I can see why they were down here. Some rounded river rock right there. We're down here in the bottom. Here's that tiny drift at the bottom of this Chinese shaft. And we think it's inside of this old channel just because of the caliche's rounded and there's big river rock in there too. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna metal detect, see if I can detect any metal down in there. I gotta be careful because this one looks a little bit more dangerous than the other one. Get all these bushes out of here. All right, let's check it out. Yeah, there's something metal in there for sure. Oh, it's falling through! And then we decided, hey, why don't we just use that shaft and we could use that as a haulage shaft instead of that little tiny baby shaft. That way, we don't have to increase the size, it's already pre-cut. We just gotta finish it up and then put some timber in it.
Już nawet mamy jego kształt zamierzony. Witek pogłębia. Poszukiwacz Witek. Kopie za trzech, ściąga wiadro na systemie bloczków do samej góry.
Yeah. Remember this? Oh, this is a lot of fun to cut this out. Yeah, and then here we are. Except we're on the other side of the shaft sinking bucket. And this is how we get across so we don't fall in. Because that's no bueno. Because you know what's waiting for me down there. That's right. I know you're down there waiting for me, huh? See all those crystals? They almost look like gypsum crystals. Now it took another 2 years to drop this shaft in, timber it properly, and put a sump in.
The problem we encounter with drilling this caliche bed is that there are seams of red clay that are anywhere from 4 feet down to 2.5 feet down, very inconsistent, making drilling really difficult. We sampled this and found small bits of gold in it, and we think that it connects with underground aquifers that feed to cocoa weed.
That's a rip-off! This is a hollow core, so it brings up all the shavings through the center. And if you look on the end, you can see where the cuttings go right up into the head of this thing. It really takes the time out of drilling these 1.5-inch holes. Let's kick the tires and light the fires. Here we go. Look how clean that hole is too. Let's see what we got in there. Looks softer down there on the bottom, don't it? Now here's the rail that we're using here. Now this is the same kind of track that you see live steamers running around. Those guys that have those miniature steam trains. This is the same exact track. That looks pretty good. Now these are called fish plates. These are what attach one track to the next. Remember, keep your nuts on the outside. All right, you got that? Keep your nuts on the outside. Contrary to popular belief. I can't hear you, what?
My name is Jeff.
That's right. You know what you're getting. So when we got to this point, we started finding those massive nuggets, you remember? Remember the one that was sitting on my coil? And I was freaking out because I couldn't figure out where the heck it went. Oh, it's in my hand. What are you talking about? Cod! Oh, it's on the detector, do you see it? Oh my God, it's huge! It's huge! Oh, that's gotta be ounce and a half easy. Not bad for one day, yeah. That's what it's all about right there. That's when we hit this area. This is where the Chinese stopped. And the reason why we think it's Chinese because there's a lot of Chinese drift mines in the area. So we just naturally assume, but for some reason they covered this one up. I don't know if they were trying to hide it from the white man or if they were gonna come back later, but we found it. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna metal detect, see if I can detect any metal down in there. I gotta be careful because this one looks a little bit more dangerous than the other one. And we started advancing, and as we went forward, the nuggets got bigger, that's right. But then my wife said, go to the right. So we went to the right. So that's where we went. And to facilitate that, we put in a kick switch, see that? All mines have, at least the little mines, because that's where we were going. Yeah, and see all that red clay in there? And this thing right here is a game changer. That is a 50-pound jackhammer. See that? That'll give you a workout all day. Yeah, baby. This thing will cut through all this hard caliche like butter. Oh, I love this thing. And it's only like 180 bucks. So if you're gonna do any digging, get one of these extreme powers. I tell you what, it's definitely a game changer. And then just recently we got to this point and I wanted to go that direction and she said, Sam, you need to go that way. So we went this way, and that's when we hit that monster nugget. And we're still in the process of digging out more nuggets because they all seem to be populated over on this side. How does she know that? Now, another popular question I get is, Jeff, what does it look like up on the surface? You know where your wash plant and your hoisting works are? Well, it looks like this. Somebody to help me.
I cannot wait to do muscles in here. Sweetie, everybody's not working.
You gotta get that thing running right now. We're running out of gold. We're losing gold right now.
Sweetie, come on. What is this, sweetie?
I don't know, but it looks pretty weird. Right where my finger is, see him? This is doing its job. Oh, and there's another one right. Oh, look, a specimen. Look. See the quartz? Wow. Ooh, and there's another one right there. Wow, there's gold all over in this box. Just gobs and gobs of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There must be 20, 30 pieces all through here. Just gobs and gobs of gold everywhere. Look at this. There must be 100 pieces of gold in there. And look at all that black sand. And all that gold, there's just, oh, that's a thin leafy piece. Look at that long chunky one. Just all over the place. All up in the box here. Oh, look at that, just a cluster of them. Oh my God, I never seen so much gold. Yeah, look at all that black sand in there. Just gobs and gobs of it. Ooh, look at it all. Roll it up like a burrito, put it on in. And yeah, you're gonna get wet. What happened? Did you go to the bathroom? All right, sweetie, you gonna pan this one out? Huh?
Okay, I'll try.
Just hold it still.
I should just hold it.
Yeah. See if you can pan. What are you doing?
You know,
Sweetie, come
I
here.
love metal detecting, but not this. So this is for
Are you
you.
driving a car? See it? Oh, you see all the gold starting to show up? See it?
Oh my God.
Look at that. Oh, there's that specimen. See it?
Oh my God. Look at that. No. Oh.
Isn't that big? Look at that. I remember that piece.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a lot of. Ooh, that's a lot of gold. Holy cow!
It's so beautiful.
Jeez, that's a lot of gold.
Oh my God. I
at
love
that.
this one.
There's that specimen. Look at that. And just look at all that gold.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
God, look at that.
Just gobs and gobs of gold.
Oh, look at this.
And the specimen too. This is the one I like. Look at that. It's got gold, quartz, everything running through it. That's a lot of gold, huh? That's enough to choke a donkey. And I'll see you on the next video.